Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Cali Guys, and today we're channeling our inner Sonic the Hedgehog because we gotta go fast. That is the whole goal of this deck that I'm playing today. We're playing Ruby Storm, which is Goblin and Narcomancer and Thornscape Familiars are Ruby Medallion in Pauper. So the Ruby Medallion is a legacy and a modern card, but we don't have that. We do have cost reducers though, and we have a lot of the best rituals and card draw in red in Pauper. So how does this deck work? We're going to be putting a cost reducer down. We're going to jam a ton of mana, and then we're going to draw a lot of cards. I actually have 15 card draw spells in the deck, and 4 of them draw 3 cards. Essentially draw. Reckless Impulse, Ren's Resolve, and Glimpse the Impossible all put cards in exile that you can use. And since the cards will go in exile, we're basically going to empty our hand. We have a sweet tech card called Dangerous Wager, which says discard your hand, draw 2 cards. So since we'll have no hand, we're storming off, we just draw 2 cards. Then we have Bitter Reunion. This is a singleton because you can use it to give creatures you control haste until end of turn, making us have one of our win conditions be actually viable for the turn. That is the Burning Prophet. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn, then scry 1. So this is very powerful because it helps you to not draw your lands or find the right spells while you're trying to chain off. And then the key to the deck is I've moved the Feldon's Cane to the sideboard, and I'm going for 4 Gutter Snipe in the main deck. All I want to do is try to kill my opponent as soon as possible. So Gutter Snipe does that faster than anything else because whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Now you may be wondering, Cali Guys, what about the Magmakin combo? I honestly think it's terrible. I've tried a lot to make that work in this Storm deck, and it's too many cards. It doesn't do anything. So we're going to try to play the most efficient version of Ruby Storm that I can. In the sideboard, I have 4 Apostles Blessing for removal decks, 4 Pyroblast for blue decks, a Flaring Pain for Strands decks, Weather the Storm for burn, and then a Mountain and a Feldon's Cane. Mountain will come in when we're bringing in the Pyroblast because we need to slow down and we need more red sources. Feldon's Cane will come in when we're trying to grind. So potentially, for something like burn, we could go down to just a single Gutter Snipe, bring in the Feldon Cane and the Weather Storms, and try to just overpower them with life gain and eventually just bop them with the Gutter Snipe or get in with the Burning Prophet. So that is the deck tech. Hopefully you enjoy. We'll see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/CaliGuys? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? If you want to pick up these cards, you can check out cardmarket.com. And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Round 1, we're on the Raw versus Mortiferum. And we have a hand that can go fast. The Glimpse the Impossibles are a little bit risky. This is looking to be like a turn 3. Play Jagged Barrens. We're up against a Madness Burn deck, most likely. We want to lead on the Woodlot. That's the turn. One thing we could do is just slam the Glimpse the Impossible and get the extra mana. I don't know if it's necessary. Play Epicure. They have no second land. We have double Gutter Snipe. Play the land. Pass the turn. So one thing I can do is go... I'm really looking for a ritual here. Play the Jagged Barrens. A Chain Lightning. We're at 14. I probably try Narcomancer Reckless. Dangerous Wager, not very good at the moment. Narcomancer... Maybe Glimpse the Impossible is better, because it just gives us some more mana. Let's cast the Glimpse the Impossible. Okay, Petal. Got a Manamorphose, so I can go red. And then Burning Prophet, getting that on the table is good, but I definitely want to just use these because they're going to go away. Let's Bitter Reunion and discard the Dangerous Wager. Finding a Manamorphose. Okay, we might be able to just win here on turn 3. Think red. Play Seething Song. Play Burning Prophet. Play Reckless Impulse. Okay, combo time, baby. We're topping it. Okay. We need more mana, though. Okay, I found a Mountain. I think it makes sense to play the Gutter Snipe. Play the Lotus Petal. Set up the draw. I could top the Thornscape. Then I Reckless. Top this. Okay. The Reckless Impulse. Draw the Thornscape. If I draw mana too, we're in a great spot. We did not draw mana. So I can go Thornscape Familiar, then haste everything, and bash in for 2, 6, 8, 12. Then next turn I have Glimpse, plus another Narcomancer. They can't remove everything. So we'll go Thornscape Familiar, haste everything, jam in. Okay, you're at 8. They could take out both my cost reducers. Let's see what happens. I mean, that was a good turn 3. So they're going to use a Madness spell here, which is very good news for me. It means that they probably won't have a second spell, and I most likely will be able to go for the Glimpse the Impossible. Yeah, they went after the Anarchomancer, which makes sense. They play a Ping land. We're at 12. They can't really afford to attack. Another Burning Prophet. Let's play the Anarchomancer, and then we Glimpse the Impossible. So let's see. If I play Gutter Snipe, then I Glimpse, then they go to 4, then I attack for 4, so they're just dead. Alright, so that is the plan. Gutter Snipe into Glimpse the Impossible. They go to 4. Doesn't really matter what we draw, but we don't want a Sandstone Needle because we can't use it. Metamorphosis is awesome. It just kills them. Blap. Just getting the job done. Alright. Alright, so post board. We likely want to turn into a Weather the Storm deck, but we could, it seemed like we were able to race them. They had a slow start though. So if we wanted to try to go for the Weather the Storm combo, we get rid of the Gutter Snipes, bring in a Cane, bring in some Weathers. We don't really need to bring in the Mountain. This is 61 cards. I think I will go down on one thing. So let's cut a Dangerous Wager. Submit. Okay, so this hand is pretty good. Let's keep it. We have the Weather Storm. Goblin and Narcomancer actually cost reduces that. Our opponent mulligans to 5 immediately, and they scoop. All right, the fastest we could possibly have gone. Let's go to round 2. Round 2 versus Dave Save. We have a turn 2 Thornscape if they are not presenting any pressure. Like if they don't have a removal spell deck. And then turn 3, like Gutter Snipe, Rite of Flame, Reckless. Could be pretty good. They're on Swamp. So we can put the Thornscape Familiar down if they're playing something like Lee, but I don't know what Swamp is going to mean specifically. A Woodlot. Double Thornscape is interesting. We can go Rite of Flame, Thornscape, Reckless, Pulse. If I see a Colony Garden, I will just jam the Thornscape Limbus. So this is a Golgari Gardens deck, most likely, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. Find a Reckless Impulse. Let's pass the turn. Jund Wildfire. Play Blood Fountain. Okay. They're probably not Refurbished Familiar. Okay, we'll get rid of the Rite of Flame. Alright. So now I can go Thornscape, Reckless. Or I can go Thornscape, Gutter Snipe, Reckless Impulse, and then they're incentivized to kill the Gutter Snipe specifically. That might be the way. Go Thornscape Familiar, Gutter Snipe, Reckless Impulse. They go to 18. Found a Seething Song, which is awesome. In a Needle. So if my Thornscaper lives, I can Thornscape off the green, play the Seething Song here, and then Reckless. They Wildfire their land, so they're showing that they don't probably have a removal spell in hand for the Gutter Snipe. Could just be dead. 2 mana available. Plays a Wellspring, looking for a Snuff Out. They didn't find it. Ooh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I think I'm gonna use the Woodlot. Alright. Let's see if we can kill our opponent. Put you to 16. Reckless, 14. Friends Resolve. 12. Another Gutter Snipe, easy. Friends Resolve. Good 8. Wow. I mean, maxing out on the Gutter Snipes really makes a difference here. Let's, the red mana. Make 2 red mana. Reckless Impulse, you're dead. Alright, that was, once again, pretty fast. So for this deck, we know that we want to bring in the Apostle's Blessings, but the issue is I don't know what I'm going to cut. They have a lot of blockers, so Bitter Reunion is maybe okay, but maybe not that good. So something I'm considering is cutting like a Dangerous Wager, trying to cut on some things. Keep the Dangerous Wagers in, the Bitter Reunion, Seething Song, and having max Gutter Snipes was pretty amazing. Can maybe do 3 blessings. Go 3 Gutter Snipes, or bringing the Bitter Reunion over the Dangerous Wager. Do one of each. That way, we could still like gas kill them with the Burning Prophet. Putting really any cards in a Storm deck is watering it down a ton, and that's just the thing that I've been trying to figure out. What can I do? Okay, we can't keep a no-lander. This hand is pretty solid. So maybe we put back the Lotus Petal, and then we're looking to go get rid of the Lotus Petal. We can play the Sandstone Needle turn 1. If we get hit by a refurb, we can potentially discard the Mountain. We have enough to go Anarchomancer Rends Resolve. We have double Anarchomancer. Needle Pass. The best thing about this deck is you really only need one Anarchomancer to win. Might go after my Needle, then I will just get a Mountain. They Wildfire their land. So if they fetch out a Swamp, we might assume that they have a Snuff Out in hand. Find a Swamp. Let's play the Forest, and I think I should pass the turn. Next turn I can maybe play Mountain and Rends Resolve. Play a Slagwoods Bridge. Wellspring, so now they can refurb me. So we discard the Mountain then. Play the Anarchomancer. Manamorphose. Snuff out my Anarchomancer. So we'll go red-green. I think I should just cast the Rends Resolve. Didn't find a land. I really need a land or 1 mana source in order to go Anarchomancer, Burning Prophet, Seething Song, stuff like that. So discarding the Mountain there was a big problem. Shouldn't have done that, I guess. They incite their Wellspring. One thing we have to consider is it's likely that our opponent is going to be bringing in breath weapons to try to clear the board. All of our cost reducers are 2. Rest me, that stinks. Sure. Taking a Ritual. The Limbus. Their deck is very, very boring. Taking a long time to play a Duress. That's okay. So what's my option? Have to Anarchomancer, Reckless Impulse, find a land, play the Prophet. Anarchomancer, Rends Resolve, find a Forest, but that doesn't help me. Woodlot. Now I wonder if I should just not even sideboard in this match. Just try to go fast again. We're hosed right now on no red sources. Really regretting discarding the Mountain. We're at 18. Play a Writhing Chrysalis. Of note, they still have enough mana to Breath Weapon here off the Chrysalis. Need a Ritual like a Manamorphose. Sacrificing the spawns. And they cast a Breath Weapon, which kills their Refurbished Familiar, but they don't particularly care because they want my Anarchomancer off the table. 2 cards in hand for our opponent. They have Eviscerator's Insight in the graveyard to refill, though. So, I can try just playing the Lotus Petal and using a Reckless Impulse. Our opponent was stalled out for a while, but maybe they hit a lag problem. That's the Reckless Impulse looking for red mana. Oh, geez. Play the... I guess the Forest from this turn, since I can play the Woodlot next turn. I feel like we're pretty dead. I'd like to just go on to the next game because my opponent's taking a very long time, so... Yeah, I think we're buried. Let's go to the next one. Not, we are very far. Okay. So, pull the Gutter Snipes in. Trim 1 Anarchomancer. I'm going to trim this Dangerous Wager. Bring back in the Seething Song. And let's change a Forest or a Mountain. I don't know if that's necessary, but I got a little bit screwed on colors there, so that's why I went for it. Let's keep this hand. We have no cost reducer. We have a couple of land drops. Play the Petal out. Main thing that killed us there was the refurb and how I discarded the Mountain. Our opponent mulligans to 5. Certainly good for me. They kept 5. We'll play the Woodlot. Pass the turn. Planning to just Reckless on turn 3, most likely. Play Swamp. They're probably going to Duress me. They mulliganed into a Duress. Guess they take the Reckless Impulse. They chose the Seething Song. I'll play land and pass the turn. I think it makes the most sense to just pass the Reckless off of the Lotus Petal. They've got another Duress, no second land. Okay. Take the Glimpse because it draws the most cards. Play a Bridge. I'll play a land. Pass the turn. I'm under no pressure. I just pass. Play a Reckless Impulse. Looking for lands here. As long as I can just keep making land drops, I can overvalue them at some point. There we go. Needle, pass. It might be holding up like a... I'm going to just cycle this Manamorphose. Make red-green. Find a Narcomancer. Let's play Ren's Resolve. I have a tap land in hand. If I find another tap land, I should play it from exile because I can discard the Hickory Woodlot. Okay, let's play the Woodlot. Pass the turn. If they play a Refurb, this is a great thing to just discard. Play a Swamp. And I played right around that Refurb there. That's nice. So now I have an Archomancer. And I can play... I should use the Bitter Reunion and discard the Lotus Petal. Play the Bitter Reunion. Sort of expecting them to have Snuff Out. They had the Snuff Out. So let's Manamorphose. That makes red-green. Find a Burning Prophet. Okay. I'm going to discard the Lotus Petal. Play the Burning Prophet. Go Lotus Petal. Dry. Take the Reckless Impulse. I'll draw into a draw spell. Put that on top. Then draw into another draw spell. Okay. Put that on top. And then play the Forest out. Play Lotus Petal. What's on top? We're going to bottom this mountain. Now I can attack for 5. Is that worth it? Maybe I just start by going Red Aflame. Put my hand entirely. And Amorphous on top. I think I bottom that because I'm looking for a cost reducer. Then we'll go Ren's Resolve. Hustle's Blessing is pretty good. I will top that. Another Burning Prophet. Okay, that's probably it for me then. The best draw off the top would be a Ritual or a cost reducer. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana in play. It's 2, 5, 6 use. Opponent going to do nothing. Cool. Turn. Find a mountain. We've already used the Bitter Reunion, so I can play this out. The Burning Prophet. We'll sack the Woodlot to play the Glimpse. Mountain and Woodlot. Glimpse the Impossible. Teething Song. I'm going to keep it. Hopefully I find a draw spell as well. More Glimpses. Okay. Well, let's start on the season. And if I can find double Apostle's Blessing, I'm going to bottom the Burning Prophet. Okay, there's double Apostle's Blessing. We have 5, 6, 7 mana. Start on Glimpse. Looking for mana now. Don't want that. Wait. Up. Up. On the Thornscape Familiar. So now the Apostle's Blessings are 0 mana. Play the Thornscape. I guess if I play the Gutter Snipe now. Let's see. These are all until the end of this turn. These ones specifically. I don't know which one was from the Glimpse or not. But I can use. I play the Gutter Snipe. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. And I have 2 6/6s. I have to respond to one of the blessings, I imagine. But then I can't glimpse into. Let's just blessing on the Burning Prophet for 0. I'm trying to see if I can find like a Rite of Flame. Let's bottom here. Bottom that one. This protection from black. We can easily just destroy them with our 2 pro-black creatures. Protection from black. Try the Glimpse. Bottom the Gutter Snipe. And blessing on this one. If they have a breath weapon, they'll be dead, right? 7/7s. Let's see what happens here. Need a mana. On the Rite of Flame. Cool. Go Rite of Flame. Do I want the Seething Song? I think I need time to rebuild. Bottom that. Play out a Gutter Snipe. This thing, protection from black. They use a Snuff Out then, or a Cast Down, and I probably can still attack in for lethal. Pro black. Bottom the Needle. We're just looking for draw spells on top, I guess. I feel like we are super all in. Take 2. They have to be able to kill this right now. Okay. 14. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Crack the Reunion. Then in the team. They likely block the Gutter Snipe. Take 10 going to 4. And they can't Snuff Out anymore. They also could block the Thornscape, but then that's a little bit risky. Block the Gutter Snipe. 4 life. Get some creatures. Eldrazi spawns. Breath Weapon. Thornscape. Will attack in for 1. Go to 3. We have lethal on board. Plays a refurb. Get to draw a card. Need a card draw. Okay. Play a Thornscape. Back in. Easily just block here. They're at 2 life. Like they found the green. Gets them a Writhing Chrysalis. So that can be a problem for sure, because I don't have any crash through effects in the deck. Did bottom a bunch of creatures. Pass the turn. They probably won't have another refurbish right now. I want to Rite of Flame into a draw spell. Use 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Deadly Dispute a spawn. If it rests me, I'll be sad, I guess. Yep. Got a Slagwood's Bridge now, and they play a refurbish to draw a card. Why didn't they just play the refurbished familiar and take the card in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. They wanted to get value off of their duress. Turn. 2 Gutter Snipes left, and they're at 2 left. Add another refurbish. So they've drawn 4 refurbished familiars in 21 cards. Solid. Plays a Limbus. That means they can go up to 5 life. Back in. Okay. It's possible I shouldn't have used the Apostle's Blessing there. I should have just attacked with everything. That might have been the correct play. And a Manamorphose. So let's Morphose off the green mana. Looking for card draw spells. We'll bottom the Lotus Petal. Red, red. Found a mountain. That stinks. I think it's possible for me to win this game, but I'm tired of waiting for my opponent, so I'm just going to move on. Let's see what we would have drawn. Rite of Flame, Ren's Resolve, Finding. Yeah, the Gutter Snipes were pretty deep in the deck, but I'm happy with it. That was a life decision. We'll see in round 3. Okay, round 3, we're on the play, and this is really risky. You can go turn 1, Burning Prophet plus Lotus Petal to try to set up next draw. That might be okay. I'm going to keep it. That is a very risky play. But then turn 2, we have Reckless Impulse off the Lotus Petal. We're just looking to draw lands, really. Petal, Mountain, with a Burning Prophet. Then we'll try to draw land here. Bottom that. Pass. Forest for the opponent. Okay. Walls. All right, so this is a go fast matchup. We don't have to sideboard in. Find Rite of Flame. Let's Rite of Flame. Bottom the Reckless Impulse. We're looking for lands. And we can Reckless Impulse here. Bottom that one. Draw the land. Gutter Snipe. Get in for 3. When at 17. Play a Forest. Overgrown Battlement. I don't think they can turn 3 me with what they have right now, but they're easily going to turn 4. Tinderwall making red can have them cast like their Tuk Tuk Rubble Fort, and then they can go off. Find a Narcomancer. Go red green. Seems like we have to ditch this Gutter Snipe for the moment. Play the Narcomancer. Go another Burning Prophet. And then Ren's Resolve setting up for the next turn. Take the Ren's Resolve on top. Okay, pass. We'll go ahead and attack for 2 and see if they want to forget to block. Spoiler, they probably won't. They block. We lose the Gutter Snipe. Generally, we can win off of what we have in play. We'll find out. So we need to go like Ren's Resolve. Just need to top deck a Ritual, really. Cast Lead the Stampede. Finding Generous End and Wall of Roots only. Wow. That was not great. They can make 3 mana, play the Wall of Roots. Sort of regretting not having the crash through in the deck. Play Caretaker. Wall of Roots. Cycling the End. 3 cards in hand. One of them is a Forest. Find a Gutter Snipe. I think I just start on Ren's Resolve. Bottom. I guess I can take the Needle. A little bit concerned about that. Find a Forest. Let's go Forest. Narcomancer, Gutter Snipe. Wow, this fell apart pretty bad here. Darn. We can attack with everything, but this goes till the end of the next turn. Best draw is for sure Manamorphose. Opponent is blocking. I guess since I bottomed previously bottomed the Reckless Impulses, that wasn't very good for me. Glimpse the Impossible would be okay as well. Any of the draw spells would be okay. Play Shield Wall Sentinel. So that can get them the Axebane Guardian or a Drift of Phantasms. Can drift for Lead the Stampede and Axebane Guardian. So they've already played the Forest. They have Axebane Guardian coming down. 2 more cards in hand. Play plays Aquarian. 1 card left. So it would have to be Adrifted Phantasms for them to win on the next turn. Might be able to stay alive. We find a Thornscape. All right, so that's quite poor. And we will pass. Out. Could double block and lose their Quirion. They just don't choose to do that. Blocking like normal. I believe that if I can draw into a Manamorphose or a draw spell, I can win the game on the next turn. One has 2 cards in hand. They only need 1 card in hand to win the game. They can have it. So how do they win from here? Drift of Phantasms. Finding a third path Savant. Now to lead the Stampede off the Savant. I mean, the chances of us dying are very high. They have the Invoker. Really win the game here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walls. So and then they can make an Axebane. Quirion in play. I can take out 2 of my creatures. I don't know. We'll just let them do their thing. Invoker for the opponent. It's pretty good. They have 5 mana right now. So they can kill 2 of my creatures, I think. 12 mana. So if they tap all their creatures for mana, they have enough to do 2 activations of the Valakut. They went face. That's a surprise. I guess because they can tap and untap the Axebane on the next turn with the Quirions. Another Axebane Guardian. They probably should have played that before they made the mana. Here. My turn. No draw spell. Alright, I'll go to the next game. So if I'd been 1 deeper on that Manamorphose, then I could have gotten there. Darn. So no changes. On the play, we want to keep a solid hand, and this is quite solid. Keep. Like, we're missing card draw. We can go Woodlot, turn 2 Thornscape, turn 2 and Needle. Then turn 3 Forest, an Archomancer, and a Morphos. We have tons and tons of mana and just hoping to top deck some draw spells. Deck plays a Forest. Ruli again. Turn 1 Ruli. They've kept 7. The Woodlot's not where I wanted to be. The Thornscape Familiar. They play Aquarian Ranger, so now I can tap, untap, tap. They have 2 mana. They untap the Ruli. Replay the Forest, play Battlement. Then they can make another mana, play a 1-drop. They're counting it. Trying to figure it out. 2 mana. Seems they miscounted. Anyway, okay. Honorable Scout, what does that do? 8, 2. Okay, whatever. That doesn't do anything. Lead the Stampede, went to the graveyard. Need colored sources. We'll go Manamorphose. Make red green. Not get anywhere. Play the Woodlot. Let's jam in. They want to untap the Quirion and block. That's cool. So, I guess I should have mulliganed to the card draw spells again. Yarg. It's not working out. No. 3 mana for an Axebane. They do have the Drift of Phantasms, so can probably make infinite mana and kill us next turn. Yeah, so they have 3 walls. They drift for Freed. Play the Freed. Untap it. I find Ren's Resolve. We'll start with that. Alright, they got me. So, make 3 mana. Drift. They have third path in hand, so it's GG. Dang. Another Reckless. Okay. We'll try to get them in round 3 or round 4. Okay, so this hand is amazing other than not having any green mana. I'm going to take the risk and keep it. We're up versus Starliege. They are playing Boros of some kind. I'll play the Needle. Dead. Plays a Thraben. And a Thraben. Another Needle. Pass the turn. Getting in for 2. Play a Core Skyfisher. Can they pick up land? Pick up a Thraben. Or no, they picked up a Clue. Okay, so let's Reckless Impulse. Good lot. Next turn, it's on. We have 6 cards we can draw, plus the 1 from draw step, so we're going to see 7 fresh cards. That's wild. They get in for 4. They're tapping out. Okay, opponent. I want to see if I can win. They pick up and replay. Okay. So we go a Narcomancer, Thornscape Familiar, Seething Song, Glimpse the Impossible. On the Burning Prophet. I think you're dead. Prophet. We'll play Limps. Can respond if this doesn't find something good. We'll bottom. Seething Song. Bottom again. Okay. Draw 3. We found the Bitter Reunion. So I can now Bitter Reunion. Bottom. Can just discard the Mountain. Other untapped lands in the deck. Another Burning Prophet. Yup. That's the way. Play Rite of Flame first. I'll take that for sure. Draw the Gutter Snipe this way. Put it in hand. Or in play. Gutter Snipe. Now we found the Dangerous Wager. Guess I can play out the Forest. Then cast a Rite of Flame. Set up the Reckless Impulse. Bottom. For card draw spells. Pop this. Okay. Reckless Impulse. Ping you. We might not even need to attack. We draw the... Or this goes to hand. Cast Dangerous Wager. With no cards in hand, so this is just a draw 2. Bottom. Bottom the Petal. Don't want to cast the Manamorphose in response because I need to not have to discard the cards. We'll cast Manamorphose. Ping you. I will bottom the Petal. Pop the Morphose. Make red. Boom. Let's Rite of Flame first. I know this kind of wastes the scries, but it's okay. We'll bottom. Bottom that. Need it. We're looking for card draw. We'll Manamorphose. Just zooming. They're gonna die. Reckless Impulse on top is great. Red. They're just like almost infinite mana too. Reckless Impulse. Another Gutter Snipe. They're dead. Sweet. They got kind of mana screwed. And we had a sick hand. The one thing they could have is Prismatic Strands. Seem like something that'd be that likely. I'm not going to side into the Flaring Pain until I see the Strands. I'm just going to resubmit. I feel like this deck is perfect. You just never, ever sideboard. This hand, I think we should mulligan. My opponent keeps 7. Okay, this is a little bit better. I will put back the Thornscape Familiar. So my plan is to turn 2 Bitter Reunion away the Rite of Flame. Play a Thraben Inspector. Double Dangerous Wager isn't great. So I guess I could Bitter Reunion one of the Dangerous Wagers. Get in for 1. Find a Gutter Snipe. Bitter Reunion. Discard the Dangerous Wager. Another Gutter Snipe. So I guess we can just play the Gutter Snipe and then it gets shot. But I have anything else to do. Get in for 1. We're at 18. Plays a Synthesizer. So it's just Boros Synth. Finding another Thraben Inspector effect. Novice Inspector. Plays a Krark-Clan Shaman. Let's start with, so this stinks. Go Ren's Resolve. Play the Forest. Pass the turn. In for 3. So if they do wipe the board, it kills all their Novice Inspectors, which I kind of like. You can go play out the Gutter Snipe. Play the Woodlot. Building up my mana. If they have a removal spell, they have a blue token and a Lightning Bolt on face. Another Lightning Bolt face. We're at 9. Journey to Nowhere. We'll go to 6. Another Thraben Inspector. 1 card in hand now. Okay. We're at 6. Land. Play a Gutter Snipe. I will go Rite of Flame. Ping you. We're just going to take it. Play this Lotus Petal. Fell in Archimancer. Gutter Snipe. A Dangerous Wager. Double ping you. Okay. Crack a clue. Are they going to wipe the board though? Playing a Lembas. You crack the Synthesizer with the Krark-Clan Shaman. They are going to wipe the board. Finding a Synthesizer. A good pick. Or a good rip. Synthesizer again. Finding a Glinthawk, which I can't cast. Which is very good for me. They Bajuka Bog me, making my Rite of Flame worse. Guess I should bring in the Feldon's Cane in this matchup. We'll just Reckless Impulse first. Play out the Anarchomancer. I could go... Let's play the Anarchomancer right now. Pass. Going face with a Galvanic. And they have another Galvanic. Okay. So... let's trim on these. In Feldon's Cane. And then some number of Weather the Storms. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. So we're looking for a Burning Prophet hand. Mulligan this one. My deck keeps floundering. We do have the Burning Prophet. Let's keep. Rid of the Rite of Flame. Let's develop mana for a little while. They mulligan to 6 as well. So the best draw for me would be a cost reducer, and for them to tap out, obviously. Play the needle first. They have a mountain. Parkland Shaman right away. What? That's the turn. Nothing else. In for 1. There's a synthesizer. Finding munitions. Picking up the land. Thornscape. Okay. So I'll go Endstone Needle. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Cast the Seething Song. Burning Prophet. Cast the Ren's Resolve. Another Prophet's good. I'll keep it. So I will go... Maybe it makes sense to just go Gutter Snipe into Dangerous Wager. Try to get them to crack with the Gutter Snipe. Because the Burning Prophet's cheaper spell. The Dangerous Wager. Ping you. Try to Flame on top. Okay. Maybe that was not the greatest. Try to Flame in hand. Alright, they're at 18. They need at least one other artifact. I probably should have played the Burning Prophet and gone for the Gutter Snipe I could play on the next turn. Then I would have set up my draw a little bit better and not drawn the Sandstone Needle. It's a harder deck to play than I thought. They can just crack the Synthesizer and kill the Familiar by itself. Ping Radiant Fountain. Kills my Gutter Snipe. Trying to draw a spell. I did. Sick. So we'll play the Burning Prophet. We'll Rite of Flame. I have to bottom that. Pop this one. Reckless. Pop again. Play another Ren's Resolve. Bitter Reunion is good. But now I need mana. A mountain. Let's start by going Bitter Reunion. Pop this. Good. Discard the needle. Use the green source. Play Manamorphose. Pop the Anarchomancer. Red. Play the Anarchomancer. Glimpse the Impossible. Bottom. Pop this. It's just another trigger, which is good. And some mana. Okay. We have another Burning Prophet. So I have 2 mana. Play the Prophet. Looks like we might get there. Play Lotus Petal. Bottom. Bottom. Pop the Seething Song. I think because I need to draw that. And then I need also to draw some mana here. So we'll Dangerous Wager. Take this for the mana value. Didn't get anywhere. So I have 9. They have to block. Okay, so they block here. I have 9, 10, 11. They're going to crack this. The Lotus Petal. Bottom. Bottom. And top that Glimpse. So we currently have 10, 14, 15, 16. If I Seething Song, it'll be 17, 18. But I think it's better to just get in. They have to block with the Karkland Shaman. It's going to be hard for them to recover from this. Then they can sacrifice the Synthesizer to kill my Thornscape. That's the plan. Finding a Lightning Bolt they can't use. They go to 4 life. Yeah, Burning Prophet is pretty strong. Plays a Synth. Finding a Glinhawk. They can Glinhawk pick up the Synth. Not gonna save them. I don't think anything saves them here. Just because we have too many 1/3s in play. Guy Fisher. Picks up the gain land, replays it. So they're at 6, but it's not gonna be enough. Land. Seething Song. Bottom. Top. Yeah, we just want to change some draw spells. We'll draw it. They concede. All right, we're 2-2. Let's pick up that 3-2. Final round. We're 2-2. Okay, let's see. Is risky hand, right? Probably too risky. It's explosive. I have the Gutter Snipe, but I think it's better to mulligan. This is way better. This is extremely good. Almost extremely good. I'm gonna keep it. I think we get rid of Seething Song. This is so risky. Seething Song. Play the Woodlot. I want to be able to set up the Burning Prophet and draw cards. So this is like Forest, Thornscape, red. Aw, man. Okay. We're up versus blue. Sad times. With Sandstone Needle, I'll play the Thornscape Familiar. Any blue deck is pretty much like what we don't want to face with this deck. All right, we will attempt a Narcomancer. Go counterspell. They snapped on their turn. I don't think I narrated that very well. Sorry about that. We will play Thornscape Familiar, Anamorphose, make red. Burning Prophet, Friends Resolve. Another Thornscape. I think I bottom. Be nice to get a land. Found a land and a Seething Song. So snap indicates that they're mono blue fairies. Play the Needle. We'll cast a Manamorphose. Playing around Spell Pierce this way. We just have Dispel. Okay. Bottom that land. I'll try a Seething Song. They'll probably have the Spell Pierce. Didn't have the Spell Pierce. Scrying. Guess I top this. Draw a card. Top the Bitter Reunion. Bitter Reunion. Bottom the Petal. We're just gonna win here? And discard the Petal. Cast a Reckless Impulse. Another Ren's Resolve. I feel like I just should accrue as much value as possible right now. Another Ren's Resolve. I have no Spell Pierce at the hand. Or on hand. Likely Spell Sweater though. Okay, so we just attack for 7. You don't want to attack with a Thornscape because they could have a flash creature. I'll take 7 going to 13. There's an island. Play my mountain. Start with Anamorphose from hand. Pop this. Red. Try the Seething Song. A lot of mana right now. I think I can bottom the Rite of Flame. Cast a Glimpse. I don't know what they're doing. They appear to be mono blue fairies though. We have another Thornscape. Play Thornscape Familiar. Cast this Reckless Impulse. Bottom. Manamorphose. Definitely bottoming the Petal because I'm afraid that they will just flash in a blocker. Red. Another Prophet. Okay. Good threat and lethal. Found an Narcomancer. Double a Narcomancer. Play the Burning Prophet. I think I just attack again. And for 6. Now I'm just like a Bears deck. The Bears. In. So we get some blockers now. Flash in the Spellsetter Sprite that I expected. Drowsy Spawn in play. Next turn they can Sprite and an Narcomancer. Get in for 1. Let's see if they Ninja. Okay, they do have a Ninja. They're at 7. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage that I can attack with. Plays a land. Let's play the Narcomancer. They want to counter. I'll go and then attack the Bitter Reunion. Gonna attack. I guess I should have Rite of Flame first. I didn't want them to flash in the Spellsetter. Not attacking with the spawn. They have 1 Brine Barrow. They can eat the Thornscape, which sucks. Then they flash in the Spellsetter Sprite. They can eat both of the Thornscape. 4 damage. Oh, what? Okay, that's their plan. They go to 3 life. Cast this Rite of Flame to set up my next draw. Guy, bottom that. Looking for draw spells, right? Bottom. Turn. They have an of 1 mine, so they're back to 4 cards in hand. It's unlikely that they attack here. Go ahead and cast a Gutter Snipe. Then I think I have to pass. With Gutter Snipe in play, we can just eventually kill them, hopefully. My goal is to make sure that they can't get in with that. They're going to get in with the Spellsetter Sprite. Brine Barrow Intruder really messed me up. Get to draw an extra card. Glimpse the Impossible would be a good draw. Or I guess any 2-drop. Wow, we found the Glimpse. Okay. Cast it. Our opponent goes to 1 life. They have to have Counterspell. Okay, I'll just take any spell. We're going to 1. Spell Pierce. Okay. I'll go ahead and cast a Ren's Resolve, and that will be the game. Woohoo! We beat Mono Blue, yay! Bring the Mountain, Pyroblast, and then don't really need the Gutter Snipe. Single Gutter Snipe might be okay. I also feel like I want the Feldon's Cane now. We're cutting these cards. We can trim 1 Narcomancer. So my entire game plan revolves around getting a 1/3 in play, my Burning Prophet, and then Pyroblasting their whole board while I loop through my deck. We'll see if that'll work out. Have a Pyro. That is pretty good. Keep. So we want to keep their first fairy off the table. When it went to 6. Go island. Very miscreant. So we're just going to immediately kill it. Play an island. Okay. I'll play the needle. Pass the turn. Play a land. Looking for lands. Going to attempt to Ren's Resolve. Loses to a lot of things. Spell Pierce mostly. That stinks a lot. Pass. Play another land. I have to pass. Let's pass the turn. Alright, I'm just gonna try a Seething Song. I feel like if this doesn't resolve, I'm kind of hosed. Go to the next game. We just didn't have lands. Could have waited. Try again. On the play. Alright, so let's keep this. Play the needle. Pass the turn. Island. They could have Hydroblast, Dispel, Spell Pierce, all sorts of things. They land and pass. Play an island. So I could Bitter Reunion away the Rite of Flame. If I play a single Rite of Flame, might spell if they spell stutter a Rite of Flame, what do? Then I go Burning Prophet, Anamorphose, red green, Rite of Flame, Seething Song. I'm gonna pass. They flashed in a Brine Barrow. And they have a ninja here. Third land. Mono blue is a very difficult matchup. I'm feeling sad, but we're gonna try. They have a big ninja. Okay, so best draw for me is a Pyroblast. They made their land drop already, and all they have is the one blue open. Try Rite of Flame. Or what's the likelihood of the Burning Prophet resolving? Pretty low. Try a Ren's Resolve. Okay, Mountain, Green, Thornscape. Pass the Metamorphose. If I draw a Pyroblast or they bite, then I feel like I can win. But right now they haven't bit on anything. They could try for a Spell Pierce here, and then I can Seething Song. Maybe I should have tried to get them to play a Spell Pierce. They also still have their... We'll make red. Play the Bitter Reunion. Discard the Lotus Petal. Another Petal. Okay, I do have the Hydroblast. Didn't. Play Lotus Petal. Pyroblast on top. Is that good enough, though? I don't think it's good enough. Might be. Play the Anarchomancer. Then I'll pass. They are passing. Now we're going to try to wait and find a moment for them to tap low where I have the Pyroblast backup. Flashing in a Sprite. Fairy Seer. Okay. In for one. Go for the Hacker. Okay. Let's see if they draw a land. Because I might want to just Seething Song on their end step. They draw land. Play Thornscape. I think I'm passing. One mine now. Getting buried. More ninjas coming in. They're getting in with the Fairy Seer. I'll attempt to Pyroblast. Let's have a Dispel. What's on top of my deck? Bottom that. Another Pyroblast. Go Rite of Flame, I guess. Prophet. Really, nothing? That was surprising. Alright, so they've got a Blue Blast now. Unfortunate end to this league, but I'm just going to go ahead and pack it up. I think that beating mono blue 1-drops is pretty difficult with mono red bad lands. I wanted to showcase just going fast. We were able to do that in a couple of matches, but it sort of fell apart post board, which tends to be the case with this deck. You really need to win game one. I still have no clue how to sideboard. So really we could think about, like, we could lose these post board and then go on this plan. Maybe just these cards and then just bring in your other stuff. But I don't know how to flesh it all out. So if you have an idea, let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed the video anyway. We'll see you in the next one.